Yeah, thanks for coming. Look, we are delighted here as a footy club to be able to confirm Dane's agreement to a further 3-year term with the football club. We think, apart from the outstanding form that Dane has produced this year in particular, we think it's he joins a number of players who this year have underlined their commitment to the footy club, and who have put the fact that they want to be part of something that hopefully produces some great results in their careers over and above everything else, whether that be financial reward or anything else you'd like to talk about. As I say, Dane's the latest example of our players committing to the club and committing to what they hope may be some success around the corner. I'll open the floor to questions to either myself or Dane.
Agreed to for now for probably a few weeks now, so it's been out of my mind, and I suppose that's a good thing coming into finals. You want to have little distractions as possible, and it's good to get it done and get a good result. From my end, I don't know any of that stuff, whether Paul or someone knows something, but it was never in my intention to leave the club, so any other offers outside I didn't really care about. It was just getting the job done with Collingwood, and because that's at the end of the day where I wanted to stay.
Yeah, I'd be a fool to deny the form that he's displayed this year, because he's one of the hottest players in terms of form in the competition. That's a great testimony to no one else other than Dane, because he has worked extremely hard. He's I think to see someone who is realising the potential that he has so early in his life and so early in his footy career is great for the footy club. But more importantly, I think it gives Dane great promise that he can be a good player for a decade, and that's something that not many players who walk through the doors of AFL clubs can hang their head on. So it's just great that he's been able to. People call it a breakout year. In terms of the results, I suppose from his point of view it is, but I know that he, like the other guys who have committed, are looking at team success, and knowing that if we get team success, the individual success will follow.
I suppose when you get drafted, as a lot of our young guys do, they get drafted as midfielders, and you can't come in and you can't play that role straight away, especially in a team that's doing so well. And I think with the midfield that we had, it was just a matter of me playing my role on the side, and that was at half forward, and I'd play little stints in the midfield. And I suppose when Bally went down, and it was as unfortunate as it was, it was sort of alarm bells in my head that this was sort of my opportunity, and not only myself, Blairy and Steele have played more time there as well. So with opportunity comes a lot of trust, and I think the coaching staff has shown a lot of trust in me, and I just didn't want to let them down, so it's been really good.
I don't have exceeding expectations, because I think way back when Derek Hine drafted him, Derek, and then by extension the footy department, had a high opinion of Dane's natural ability fairly early on. And I think, like he alluded to earlier, that when you first come to a club, you serve a bit of an apprenticeship, especially if you're a midfielder. You don't get the time inside that perhaps certainly that he's enjoying now. So it's a bit of a timeline apprenticeship thing. So I don't think exceeded expectations, but more so he's now week after week producing the sort of footy that we're coming to rely on. And I think if a player knows that a club is relying on you rather than hoping, it should give you confidence, but it also, I think, underlines the importance you have in terms of your role within the team. All the indications are he's on track to do that, and he'll train fully tomorrow and be right for Saturday. But it was a decent knock, and as early as last Sunday, the guys thought he would take most of the week to recover fully, and that's what's happened. And tomorrow you'll see him pretty free. We're in discussions there. And there might be some further news in the next few days. Yeah.